Hi everyone. Today we're going to be doing the Gutenberg project test, or one of the 3 tests that you're supposed to complete. I thought you had to do all 3, so I've selected the first one. We can do all 3, but I'll only submit this first one to WordPress themselves. In a nutshell, like what is Gutenberg? In a nutshell, it is a project from WordPress to have a better text editor. So this is going to be a up-to-date, create blocks, put text in here, images in here, titles in here, blah blah blah, to make things easier rather than using the standard text editor, where you sort of hope things join up. Or if you want more control, you can use the HTML code editor, which is great for someone like me, so I'm fine with HTML. But for others, it's not that great. So, and I think it's a big improvement on other text editors as well. As you can see on my screen or on your screen, there's 2 sort of screen captures. You've got the actual browser where we're going to be typing in the content and seeing the output on the left, and on the right here you've got the actual test itself. So you can see what I'm seeing, and you can see what what the actual task is. So I'm not making it up. This is a brand new installation of WordPress. I'm just hosting on my PC just to do this sort of thing. I could have done it on my blog, but I thought I didn't want to have to change the actual theme, so I was doing it locally. It's a brand new installation. We are on version 4.9.8, so that's the latest. Very few, if any, plugins installed. These are just out of the box. The only one I've installed is the Gutenberg one. I've also removed all, there was 1 or 2 posts, example posts. I've removed them. There was a lot of pages as well, and I've removed them. As you can see in the blog, it's just plain old. So let's get started, I guess. Right, my task. Check that you have the following items ready. So I've installed the Gutenberg editor plugin. I've got the 2017 theme. That's active, screen recording, obviously, you can hear me, and remember to talk out loud as you complete the tasks. Let's go. So create a new blog post to match what you see in the image below. That's this image. Try and get your page to look as close to what you see as you can. If you get stuck, just talk out loud. Blah blah blah. That's kind of the whole point of all this. See how easy or difficult it is. FYI, before I actually start this, I have played around with a couple of the blocks, so like header block, gallery block, paragraph block, code block, but that's about it. I have not played around with anything else, and I've done nothing more complex than like a block above another block kind of thing. So this will be interesting. Alright, let's go. So let's jump into posts, add a new one, and this is the new editor that we're using. So the life of Einstein, and also with this test, as you see here, it says please type the content, don't use copy and paste. So essentially this is all the content here, but it doesn't tell you what it needs to be. Like this is the header or heading. You need to use a heading block. I didn't tell you that, you're just going to work out yourself. So I need to get that image, grab this, let me save it. You can't see what I'm exactly doing. Save, so that's just down on my desktop. So I'm in here, I'm going to add in a media block. You can do that here, sorry, an image block, whatever. These are kind of the top 3 sort of blocks that it thinks you're going to use. These sometimes are right, sometimes not. if it's not right, you just click here on the left to add a block. You can search for a block type. If not, you can just use like these headings here. So I would recommend at first to just familiarize yourself with each section and where blocks are, and once you know all the block types or most of them that you're going to be using, you can just search for them. So let's add in an image block, and I'm going to upload an image, and I'm going to, again, you can't see this window, you can only see my browser windows. I'm going to add in the Einstein image. Now, I don't know where this is coming from. I'm assuming it's from the internet, like from Wikipedia or something, which is quite cool actually, although favourite is spelled wrong. But yeah, we don't need that, so let's delete it. Alright, now with these image blocks, it looks like you can add in text into them, so I'm going to shrink it down to somewhere about here. Write a caption. Can I, if I left align that, can I right align this text? Right caption. The true sign of intelligence is not knowledge. Can't spell knowledge, but imagination. And then I want to probably, I do have to shrink this down even more. Or do I add in a heading block? Remove that. No, it's definitely not that. Let me add in a paragraph block. Okay, right. So I've essentially, oh no, that's wrong? I don't know. I think I've got the wrong types of blocks here. I think. Because I'm assuming all of this here is in one block. Could be mistaken. I want to do it in one block, or as best as I can. Oh, is there one for, yeah, columns? Right, columns, that's the way to do it. Columns, right. So I've got two columns here within one, yeah, as you can see, one column, two column, and then that's the whole column block. So you can add in your image block. Here we go. So again, it's going to probably add in all that guff. Take it out. And then I can actually write in the true sign of intelligence is not knowledge, but imagination. My fingers are not working today either. Then we're going to select all this text, make it italicized a little bit, left align, because that's what it is for sure. Can I? I'm just thinking, I need to make it bigger. It's got a large. Woof! It's a bit too big, so let's drag this down a little bit. I think 22 looks pretty alright. I will say that the text is a little bit over to the left. I don't think I can like indent it over slightly. Definitely not. Unless I can do something with the where's the actual? Unless I can do something with this, where I can. I don't think I can though. I don't think I can. Definitely don't want to do that. So you can do Control Z to undo what you've just done, or you can hit undo here or undo here. I'm just gonna, yeah, forget about that. The whole point of doing this is to, like, it might change actually when we preview it or when we post it, but we'll see. I do think that this image is a little too small though, so I want it to be like, yeah, see, I don't know, like, I want to make this first column bigger. That's what I want to do. I want to make this first column bigger. Where's the... See, that's 3 columns, but I need 2 columns. Oh, right, okay. Bear with. Oh, I need that one. No, because that's the image itself. Yeah, I need to. That's added some text in, and I don't. Oh, this is frustrating. All right, here's a frustration, and I've noticed this a little bit. Where you've got blocks, like within other blocks, like this. Here's a block, right? I think. And then you see those 3 dots that I've showed just to the right. That's the menu options for that block. Can't get to it because when I go to it, I'm then going into the next column. As you can see, like, I can't get to it. I don't know though. I think I've. I don't know about this one. About this block. I'm assuming it's all part of this column. So is it even a block? It is a block. I just can't remove it. It's very frustrating. The only other thing that it actually might be, I'm going to remove that block. That's the bottom block. The only thing that I'm going to do, let me remove all this. I'm going to add in a cover image. Right, cover image. Can I add text into that? I don't think I can, you know. Just upload this again. No, so cover images are not exactly the way to go with this. Yeah, definitely not. Just remove that. I am not really sure. Inline elements, inline image. Yeah, thanks for, right. Thanks. Let me just select that inline. Can I make that bigger? A lot bigger. Like that. And then I want to add in, so left align that. Do I add in? Okay, so I can add in some text, but it's right down there. I don't think it's definitely not the way to go. I want to go back to, I don't even think columns is the way to go. So I want to get it as accurate as this, but it's it's just a little frustrating. I don't know. What do I even use? Definitely not an inline one. Layout elements. Formatting maybe. Pre-formatted? I don't think so. See, it's not even, is it? Let's do the image again. I've uploaded this about 3 million times. Let's select this first one, right? And then let's shrink it down to, what is it? It's about here, where the E and the I are. Just get rid of all that text. So I've got this, right? Da, 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 da. I want to just, you're left, right, okay. But is that going to go weird? Yeah, because, hang on, add. So is that a block? So here, I can add a block here, which is weird. Or I can add text or type. So let me just go, oh, definitely not one down. The true sign of intelligence is not knowledge, but imagination. Let me highlight all that, italicize it, and then make it, was it 22? Yeah, but that just looks like a block. Like that looks like its own block. And then I've got a weird image block there, so I don't actually quite know. And then I want to add something below that. So do I add another block? Yeah, I need to add a block somewhere. Insert block. I just need it to be some, not heading. Do I heading? Not really. You can do either or. Let's put it into a paragraph. And then let's just say Albert Einstein. And then, what the hell's that? It's like really weird. It's like a really light color. Align it to the right because that's where it is. And I need to shift it down and shift it down again. But it's at the bottom of that, so I can't move it down though. That's just, unless I can. Can I, no, just, God, these blocks are so weird. I can't like extend this one down either. Like, that must be one whole block. Or like, yeah, for sure. That must be like one whole block. Ugh, alright, let's... can we grab that? Alright, I'm just gonna... Alright, I don't have any weird blocks. Alright, I'm just gonna do columns because that's probably the easiest way of doing it. I just wish you could... I think this is the easiest way of doing it. Let me just add in an image of like the 20 millionth image of Einstein. Delete that. Write my story. The true sign of intelligence is not knowledge but imagination. For the third or fourth time that I've bloody written this thing. Make it 22. It looks fine. The problem with the columns is that where do I write the Albert Einstein bit? Yeah? I could write. Alright, so I've just... okay. So if you enter, it looks like you're still within... It creates a separate section. Okay. Einstein. So if you hit enter, it looks like it creates a separate... Like a new section within a paragraph, because that's where you're in. The only downside is that this image is just, in my opinion, just too small, because I don't know how you edit the columns at all. No idea. Not got a clue. I'm going to leave it. All I'm going to do with this is add in some color settings. So I'm going to go for, oh no, wrong one. Wrong one! Something like that. That'll do for me. That's a win. So I've got these lovely. This looks quite alright actually. It's nice and concise. Again, the image looks a bit too small because of the columns. I don't know how you change the column width, whatever. But that's the point of this. Right, next task. We'll eventually get there. I don't know how long this has been, to be honest. It's probably been about 20 minutes wanging on about something, but hey. We've got, so we need to add in this little list here. This little list here, which is quite simple. So you go back to your block, add in a list, and you say date of birth. And I can't spell today. March 14th, 1879. Next one, known for developing the oh my god, I can't even touch type scientific theory of relativity. And date of passing, April 19th, 1955. Happy days, we eventually got there. And I'm assuming you just hit post after that. It looks quite similar. Like this matches that pretty damn well, if you don't mind me asking, apart from actually, come to think about it, I wonder if this title's actually not, whatever, that's the title. Do I get to block? It's not a block, so I can't do anything with it. Fine, whatever. I'm just gonna hit continue, see what's on this next page. Okay, so this is just me filling in. This is just me submitting my experience. So what we'll do, forget about that. I'm gonna publish it. Publish. Then refresh on here. Oh, right. That's weird. Like that's a bit weird down here as well. What? This just looks weird. So what I did in here does not match here at all, in my opinion. Let me go into it. I mean, it looks alright, but there's no gap here. Like, no gap. I'm assuming that this, which, alright, this is another frustrating bit then, I guess, now. So this roughly reflects what's going to appear in the theme, but the theme can interpret it slightly differently, which is a bit annoying. And let me go back into here. So this page here, I don't know if this is the actual post like that you're editing in the admin console, or if this is your output, like what you've posted on the actual website. Because if it's the actual output, to me it just looks completely different. I wouldn't have thought so though, because this matches the admin console matches the image quite closely. But again, I just think that I just think that it's just not right. Like, I don't have enough of a gap, like, between the text and the image. I don't have the image isn't big enough. I don't know, whatever. And I think all this is bold, but nah, whatevs. Anyway, that's going to do it for now. I will submit my feedback. I think I'll also do a post on my blog, and I'll send that in to WordPress themselves. I'll have this video kind of attached to that, so they can waste about half an hour of their lives watching it. Sorry guys, but I wanted to do one of the tests and just give good constructive feedback. The major benefits that I see is it's all done in blocks, and each block has its own sort of attribute, like a heading block, a paragraph block, an image block, whatever. It's good like that, and it's going to make things a lot easier, particularly for guys that are just getting into blogging. For certain users, they may find it a bit difficult. They're used to the HTML editor, but you can go in and edit the HTML anyway. So you can go into here and say edit as HTML. I don't know how good or bad that's going to be for them. No idea, but it seemed okay for me. And I'm assuming that's what I need to do here. But oh right, yeah. So it's really difficult to get hold of these. So where you've got blocks overlaying blocks, it's so difficult to get hold of these little dots if you need to. I think you might be able to do it if you click on that. If you click on don't insert block. If you click on that, I think you might be able to do something in there, but I'm not sure. Again, I'm new to it. It's new. It looks pretty good. And for 2018, I think it's a good step in the right direction, particularly for creating content. Anyway, I'm going to sign off. So have a good one, guys. I'll see you later.